Hey guys, welcome back here to TFL Off-Road. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I just went and picked up this brand new Honda Pioneer 1005 limited edition, and unlike a lot of the reviews I do, I get those units for maybe a week at a time, maybe 2 weeks if I'm lucky. Well, this Pioneer, I'm living with it for a month. So I thought I would start things off by just doing a simple walk-around video. I haven't even ridden this thing yet, so I don't even know what it's like, but let's just go through some of the main features on the Pioneer, some of the things that make it interesting, and then I think the most important part of this is I want you guys to let me know in the comments below what you would like to see me do with the Honda Pioneer when I come back to do a full review. Like I said, I have this thing for a couple of weeks, so we can kind of go through all the ins and outs of it and make sure I cover everything. So you guys let me know what you want to see. For now, let's just take a look around this machine. So I just want to start off, let me read you some of the numbers on this unit. So first of all, the towing capacity on this Pioneer is 2,000 pounds. Payload capacity in the bed is 1,000 pounds. This thing is 116.6 inches long. It's 62.9 inches wide, so basically 63 inches wide. It has 12.2 inches of ground clearance, and the wheelbase comes in at 80.2 inches. Now, overall curb weight, and this is including fluid, so that means the machine is ready to ride, this Pioneer comes in at 1,773 pounds. So, of course, you're probably asking yourself, what is powering this machine? Well, under the hood is a 999cc engine. It is a liquid-cooled twin-cylinder 4-stroke, and it is mated, and here's one of the interesting things with Honda, to a 6-speed, fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. So you can see the shifters right there, and you can just go ahead and put that down into high and not worry about shifting. So one of the things that Honda does is they give you paddle shifters. So you have a minus paddle on the left, a plus paddle here on the right. So you can choose to manually shift this thing, or you can allow it to shift itself. And that is a nice option. Plus, when you have a real geared transmission, no belts to worry about. Now, another feature on this model I want to show you are these nets. So you do get these nets, which come with these little plastic hooks. You can see it there. And when you unhook them, it can be a little tricky to use. These nets come down like that. So while you're riding, you can hook up the net and just have a little bit of extra protection from whatever might be flying off the trail. That's twisted there, but I would fix that. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting thing. Most manufacturers don't include stuff like this as standard. Honda, like usual, is a very safety-conscious company, so you do get these nice-looking nets. Now, let's just go ahead and climb in. The door handle here is back on the inside of the door. And these nets do button up when you're done with them. You can close them up. So we have a 3-seat bench up here in the front. Of course, the steering wheel right in front of me. Now, the steering wheel is a tilt steering wheel, and it has quite a big range of motion, which is nice. So down here we have a couple switches. You have your lights, you have Honda's Hill Start Assist system, then you have automatic versus manual, and then of course you have sport mode. Now let's take a look at the storage. So up here, you got a top glove box, nice and deep. Couple cup holders, one there for the passenger, one over here for the driver. And then what's really nice is a big cubby here, and then below it, you get these big cubbies, which are covered up by these nets. Oh, and this one even has a deeper section in here, another secondary net. So, you know what? Quite a bit of storage. Plus, another thing I like, Honda puts this sort of, little beads, little beaded material down at your feet, so it gives you some grip. And especially here, you can see today, this thing's a little bit icy. That is pretty nice to have. Now let's keep on moving around this thing. Before I get to the back, because the back is certainly interesting, let's go ahead and talk about the suspension here. So on this limited edition model, just like quite a few manufacturers today, Honda opts for Fox shocks. Now, up here in the front, this thing has 10.5 inches of wheel travel, and in the back, it has 10 inches. And Fox shocks usually do a very nice job. They are adjustable. You can see right up there, there's a little dial. And if you get in there and turn the dial, you can set this thing up. There we go. Whether you want it firm or soft, there's a number of different settings, so you can set it up for your riding style. Now, let's keep on going. and get to the back of this machine. So here's what's interesting. Every manufacturer that has rear seats, they kind of go about them in a different way, and they have a different philosophy. So Honda's philosophy is, we want to give you everything. So right now, this is basically just a regular dump bed. If you see, we'll open the front door, and right down here is this little handle. You go ahead and pull up on that handle, and the bed needs a little bit of help here. Should lift up just like that. So if you were to store anything back here, if you did want to dump stuff out, leaves, rocks, whatever, you have a fully operational dump bed. And while that's up, I'll quickly show you down here. You have access to your engine, which is right down there, really nice and low. Access to a couple things back here in your rear diff and suspension once this bed is up. So let's go ahead and close it. So now, here's when things get interesting. So first of all, the sides of the beds here also open up. These are doors. So if you were using this as a bed, it does give you another option to load stuff through the side, which is cool. And look at that, it opens way past 90 degrees. Really nice to have a door that opens that wide. Now here's where Honda gets interesting. So Honda allows you to fold up the floor, and boom, there's a little jump seat. Would you look at that? Now we'll go around the other side, and we'll do the exact same thing. Open up the door, lift up this little jump seat, and there it is. So, again, Honda is giving you both options, but here's sort of the biggest, most important part. Now that the seats are up, take a look back here. There's basically zero storage here. So they're really making you choose. If you want to haul 4 passengers, or 3 passengers technically, you can do that. But if you also want a fully operational dump bed, well, you get that too. And that's a really interesting approach to it. Now, those seats don't look all that comfortable, but you'll have to wait for my full review, and I'll climb my butt back there and see how I fit and see how comfy the ride is. Now, out back, we of course have a full 2-inch hitch receiver. Most UTVs do now, always nice. And then another thing that Honda does here on this limited edition model is you get these bars back here. It's essentially like an exoskeleton in the back, which is nice because if you are going to hit anything, you're going to hit the bar first, and you don't have to worry about your plastic bodywork on the front of this machine. So yeah, overall, I'm really excited. I'm excited to feel the DCT. The dual clutch is a whole different philosophy than most manufacturers. No belts here, nothing like that. And Fox suspension is usually really good. 10 inches of travel is quite good. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this thing performs. I'll definitely be testing it out on some of my toughest trails. And oh yeah, the tires, I did forget to mention, those are 27-inch tires, Maxxis Bighorn 2.0s. Again, fairly standard stuff. So what does it cost? Well, a 2019 Pioneer 1005 in the United States starts at an MSRP of $16,899. Bump up to the limited edition model that we have here, and the price climbs to $22,099. North of the border in Canada, the starting price for the 1005 comes in at $21,299, while this limited edition model sells for $25,999. So once again, head down in the comments, let me know what you want me to do with this Honda, and if you already have a Pioneer or you have some experience with one, tell me how you like it, and tell me what you think you'd like improved, so that next week when I come back to shoot a full review, I'll be able to look into exactly what you guys want. So as always, guys, hit subscribe, come back to TFL Off-Road for the latest news, views, and Honda Pioneer 1005 reviews. See ya.